Oh man, that was such a good game to be at. I mean, Austin Matthews versus Jack Eichel for the first time, and Matthews getting the better of him, I think. And you know what? Dude, come on.
What?
Aren't you getting a little tired of talking about Austin Matthews all the time? I know, I was just kidding. He's so good. He's so good. Hi, everyone. Austin Matthews. Well, time for a rebuild.
This team is ruining my life!
Oh, this season is a shoulder workout. Leafs win 4-3 over the Buffalo Sabres. And I was sitting high up at this game, way up, so let's talk about it. Again, I don't know if I can emphasize this enough. Leafs games are worth going to now. They might not have always been. But it's not just that the team is really fun to watch and actually winning some games. The in-arena production is so much better than it used to be. And I was thinking about it because, you know, I used to work at Leafs TV and in the office where they did some of the MapleLeafs.com stuff, and I got to see some of the in-house production that the Leafs were doing. Here's what I think the problem might have been a few years ago. They were still making good stuff. The problem was all this ready or not, here I come, and like showing the Leafs being all menacing. It fell flat because the Leafs sucked. Now in the pregame when you see Austin Matthews, William Nylander, Mitch Marner, Morgan Rielly, oh I am hyped! And it's just so appropriate, not just in the Leafs centennial season, but after the season that the Leafs had last year, that one of the songs in their pregame video production starts with, "Can you see it? The worst is over." And I just blandly recited those lyrics to you because you didn't come here to watch me sing. You came here to watch me talk about maybe the worst first period the Leafs have had in a while. It's funny, when you're at the game, you get to see things develop differently. You get to watch the game a little bit more analytically, I think, than you do at home. But it is possible to miss some stuff. And the Leafs look so discombobulated, I don't know what's going on. Freddie Anderson gives up the puck. What are you doing, Freddie? He had a 2-second span where every decision he made was a catastrophe. Gave the puck away, grabbing onto Kyle Okposo. What are you doing, Freddie? And the puck is in the back of the net, 1-0 Sabres. As the first period is ending, not the best play by Jay Gardner. Austin Matthews loses his stick. Evander Kane gets a clear shot in front. Guess what? 2-0 Sabres. What the heck is going on? And I just remember at some point during the first period, oh, the Leafs are in the middle of a line change. Hunwick and Carrick are playing together. Hunwick and Carrick have been playing together for... What? Where? What? Who's missing? Why is Gardner with Polak? Gardner used to be with Polak. Is Babcock just shuffling the line? Where's Morgan? And then you realize, ain't no Morgan. And then, of course, you check your Twitter machine. Morgan Rielly has left the game. A couple minutes later, Morgan Rielly will not return. But we will talk about that a little later. So now it's up to the Leafs to step up. And I think they're going to, as much as they miss Rielly, as much as he is an important part of this team. Guys, the Sabres aren't as good as the Leafs made them look in the first. And the Leafs aren't as bad as the Sabres made them look. The Leafs couldn't get anything out of their own zone, through the neutral zone, into the Sabres zone. They were just sloppy and clunky. But then early in the third, you see them right away. They start to hit their stride. Nazem Kadri streaks in, takes a shot. Leo Komarov in front doing Leo Komarov things, and it is 2-1. Leo Komarov has done that a few times. Leo Komarov did that in the Centennial Classic. The Leafs are down, and all he did was drive the net hard and answered that damn phone. A few minutes later, really good fourth line shift by the Leafs, led by Nikita Soshnikov, who has been a topic on the podcast recently. Swings around the neck, throws the puck in front, and nothing happens. It's okay, you keep going with it. Attacks the defenders, no rest, no time, and the puck goes to Matt Martin along the board. And Martin chucks a muffin at Robin Lehner. A muffin. That's a stop it 99.99 times out of 98. And I don't think the puck hit anything except for the back of the net, squeezes through Robin Lehner, tied 2-2. That's right. Matt Martin gets the goal. Sosh didn't get the tip, didn't get the goal, but you know what? That goal happened because of Sosh. Not long after that, Jack Eichel trying to break out of his own zone, and Austin Matthews, rude, just takes it. And that allows the Leafs to start a rush started by Roman Polak. Hyman throws it in front for a screaming Austin Matthews, and when you hear Austin Matthews screaming, you give him the puck. Roofs it rude again, Austin, and the Leafs take the lead. What happened there? The Sabres are asking the same thing. Dan Bilesma yanks Robin Lehner. And Lehner, with the terrible body language, Babcock would throw this guy in the dumpster. Except for the fact that he's huge, and Babcock loves huge goalies. But the body language, the what are you doing, the evil eye at the coach, the chirping, the throwing his mask on the bench. Robin, what are you doing? And if you heard the most recent podcast, that was a little prophetic, wasn't it? Lehner having a great season. He has the potential to be a really good goalie in this league, but he can't stop getting in his own way. And it's funny because this was just highlighted on TV how Lundqvist does this all the time. He gives his defenders the evil eye. He's got this Oh, this defeated look on the bench whenever he gets pulled at the end of the game. And we see Tuukka Rask lose his mind and throw milk crates and stuff. Is this a European goalie thing? Because in soccer, you see goalkeepers scream at their teammates all the time. Let me poke holes in my own argument, though. Ryan Miller and Mike Smith exist. Moving on. We go to the third period. When are the Leafs going to get a power play? The answer, now, with about 7 minutes to go in the game. Oh, that's lovely. Because if you don't score a goal, you at very least kill 2 minutes. Leafs not interested in that at all. Mitch Marner trying to pull off some magician moves. He can't do it himself, so he gives it to someone else who can. The most JVR goal ever. Net front, sharp angle, roof, green mouthguard dangling out of his face. Let's make this the question of the game. Was that the most rude goal that the Leafs have scored this season? Like, that was just not nice. That was really mean to do, James. Like, what did the Sabres or the city of Buffalo or Nilsson or anybody involved there ever do to you? You want to know the answer to that?
They got in his way.
I love the new Leafs. Now, here's the problem. The Leafs now have a multi-goal lead in the third period. The early part of this Leafs season did a lot of things to me. One of them was made no lead feel safe. And I know I feel it. I know all the fans feel it, which means the Leafs have to feel it. And a 2-goal lead doesn't even feel safe because there's like, what, 6 minutes left at this point? All the Sabres have to do is get a goal at some point before there's about 30 seconds left. Which they do, and now it's 4-3. And because of the Mantha goal, and I think there was another goal this season with less than a second to go in the period, there's a face-off in the Leaf zone with less than 5 seconds to go, and I don't feel safe! They win the puck back, they take the puck around the net, Gardner's in the corner, there's less than 2 seconds to go, I still don't feel safe! And when the final horn goes, it's not a woo! It's a oh! And then I realize they won, and I go, woo! It's a hurricane of emotions, and there is no way a doctor would recommend watching the Leafs. Now, Morgan Rielly. So I am hereby banning myself from ever watching the Sabres play at the ACC ever again. I saw a Leafs game in Buffalo last year. That was fine. I think that went off without a hitch. But if I'm not mistaken, the last time I saw the Sabres play the Leafs at the ACC was years and years ago, and the Leafs had a player by the name of Owen Nolan. This game was so long ago, it ended in a 3-3 tie, I believe. Those Leafs fans who are old enough to remember, I was at the game where Owen Nolan got hit in the eye. And now in this one, a Sabres player falls on Morgan Rielly's knee. If you've seen the GIF, it is just horrific, and Rielly looks like he messes up his leg pretty good. Now at the time I am making this, I don't know what the prognosis is. I've seen all kinds of things, mild MCL sprain, stuff like that. And it was the knee that Rielly injured in junior. Remember how he only played less than 20 games in his draft year? Yeah. Now, it was certainly encouraging that he was up and walking around on it under his own strength, but supposedly when he got hurt in junior, he was able to do that too, so I really don't know. So let's say Rielly misses at least one game, okay? Who replaces him in the lineup? Well, after a less than ideal first period, Jake Gardner did a great job at eating minutes, just took on so many. So, whoever replaces Rielly in the lineup doesn't actually have to replace Rielly in the lineup. They can play, I don't know, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. So, this sounds like the perfect opportunity for Frank Corrado. Well, that is definitely why he's there. He's the spare defenseman. So, yeah, in that sense. Here's the problem. Rielly has been playing left all season and is a left-handed shot. Corrado, if I'm not mistaken, plays right and is a right-handed shot. Now, I don't think this is a problem for Corrado. I think he's just like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, put me in. Do the Leafs want this, though? They got a more experienced veteran player on the Marlies, Andrew Campbell. I don't know if he's injured or not. He's a left-handed shot, but if I'm not mistaken, he typically plays right. I think that might actually be the case for Renat Valiev too, but I'm not certain. Do you give a guy like Andrew Nielsen a shot? You're losing Morgan Rielly, who is a very offensive-minded player and a left-handed shot. Nielsen is that as well. Another interesting thing, do the Leafs go out and seek help? I'm not sure they do. I think fans look at the standings and think, bye, playoff run. I don't think the Leafs look at it that way. I don't think they will be steered away from the course. This is still a rebuild. Sitting in the spot that the Leafs are in with a potential serious injury in their lineup, this should be a big test for everybody. Players, coaches, management. What do you think they should do? That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends you know there's a brand new Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast, and I will see you when the Leafs take on the Rangers. Again.